Hello everyone, I'm Jam Taylor and I give you quick tips on sewing. Today we're doing an unboxing of handheld sewing machines. Yes, like the little stapler looking one that you've seen on social media. I got mine on Amazon and I have the link down below. And then I'll be covering the Singer handheld sewing machine that you've probably seen your whole life in the craft aisles and you're like, what's that about? So we're going to go over its uses, maybe why you would get it and maybe why you wouldn't get it. And so let's start this unboxing. So this is the first little handheld sewing machine, and it looks like a stapler, and it's very confusing. All right, we got a couple extra pieces, which are good. And I keep looking at the back of the box, and there are words, but they don't really make sense. So that's great. Okay, so I've got a spring. Yay, pieces. I don't know. And I'm going to keep referring to this box a few times because I do not understand. And then since it's stapler shaped, I keep turning it upside down, but right there's words, so I should put it right side up. And usually when I'm messing with these things, I'm going to try to keep it threaded the way it is because most sewing machines come threaded. So I'm like, all right, well then it's threaded, right? But nothing really happens. And I've got these pieces that are, uh-oh, I broke it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it's supposed to do that. See, spool holder seems important for sewing, and I keep thinking, like, should I put the bobbin somewhere? But it had the bobbin on the outside, and there's nothing on the inside to show the bobbin. And once again, I'm trying to preserve how this is threaded, so I'm tying it off to pull it through, and really nothing's happening. I keep thinking that something's going to reveal itself. But the instructions are garbage, but I remember I have these little pieces. Okay, wait. This is a puzzle. This is a puzzle. There's answers here. I swear. Okay. Tension disc, spring, little screwy bit for tension control. Okay, cool. Cool. I think we have a chance here. I think we have a chance. Okay, feeling better. It's really tight tension, so I kind of play with it a little bit, and that thread has to go inside to outside, which is difficult. Here we go. First try. I gotta get it past the needle, but there's no way to raise the needle. All right, here we go. And what? I keep looking at this box trying to figure out if there's any directions I can decipher, and there is not. So let's try it. Okay, so it is feeding on its own, so I thought I might have to, like, control the stitch length, but it seems to have its own thing going. That screw doesn't do anything, but I thought I'd try. Okay, so I can't really see where I'm sewing. That is definitely just, oh, look, it's sewed. So that's nice. It's doing a chain stitch on the back, it looks like. All right, so now I know I gotta pivot to turn a corner, so, I'm just gonna pull it out. So it, I don't know how to pull it out now. I'm, I messed up. Yay! I just undid any work I made. That is the downside of chain stitching. So hopefully we're going to try this again, make it work. I'm sure it'll be better this time. Now that I know it's a chain stitch, that does help. Once again, I cannot see where I'm sewing, but there is a certain satisfaction in crunching this thing. Also, it's crunchy. Like it does feel not smooth to clamp this thing down over and over. Um, there's no like speak. I can only turn so much. I can't like make a full circle at all because then the fabric can't fit through the harp of the machine. And so that's frustrating. All right, so we're going to try to pull this out again. Let's see what happens. Hopefully I won't lose it. So I'm trying to hold this open at the same time. I don't know what to do exactly. So if I pull this tail out and then pull that out a bit, and then I can kind of trim it, it should be able to pull the tail through and under and then lock the chain stitching, so that's fine. Though that is fucking hard. It's not easy. All right. Well, that stayed. Great. There's a stitch. I was trying to figure out what was going to be a good project for this machine because who wants to own this little handheld sewing machine? I imagine someone who wants to work on little crafty projects and nothing more simple. No, there are a few more things more simple than sewing on a patch, but like it's a very basic sewing task that a lot of people want to do. So I was like, okay, patch sewing, that could be a nice little small crafty project to work on. And I couldn't get it past the zipper. But also you can see like the harp is really small once again, so I don't think that'll work. On to the next project. So this is an elastic from my sewing mat and then a piece of webbing strap. I figured it'd be one of those projects that you wouldn't want to really hand sew, so a little machine might do the trick. But it's hard to do. It's a thicker fabric and thicker elastic, and it's going to be in a circle, so you might guess how that'll go. All right, let's watch me struggle with this. This should be fun. So I've figured out kind of the rhythm in which to sew, and I've only been messing with this thing for like a half an hour at this point, so I feel like I'm getting the gist of what goes on. But once again, I'm running into the problem that I can't sew in circles. I mean, I guess potentially I could pick it up and try to start sewing from the other end and then sew down, but this is ridiculous. I thought this would be a simple project for it. Um, it's not. It's not going to work. I give up. I give up entirely. All right, let's see how it went, right? All right, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Here we go. I'm trying to clean up threads and I don't even know if it looks good on the other side. Oh boy. All right. I'll show it any second now. And that's an extra thread that was there to begin with. It has nothing to do with my current sewing. But you know, threads. Dang it. Not a single loop. It's just there. It's like I was sewing without a bobbin because I was, but that's awful and frustrating. I give up entirely on this. There were no directions. I didn't know what I was doing, but I wanted to give it a fair try. All right, so that was the first handheld sewing machine. Wasn't the smoothest. I wasn't given a lot of information, right? So trying that out. Let's give the Singer handheld a shot. Because obviously that one's been around forever. I feel like more people have tried it out. Why would it still be on the shelves if it wasn't useful? So we're gonna give that one a go. I'm hoping everything works out better. I'm still trying to find out what the capabilities of these machines are. Here we go. Welcome to the Singer Stitch So Quick. Oh my god, that's a pun. I've just been reading it. I haven't actually been saying it in my head, so of course it's Stitch So Quick. Clever. I've only been seeing this box for 20 years. There's real directions, with real phrases, in other languages, which I'm assuming are also real. Okay, so we've got the machine. It looks like it does on the tin, right? I need batteries. I'll didn't put that together. The other one didn't need batteries, but I guess this is bigger, so fine. Of course, the on button doesn't work. There's no batteries. Let's fix that. Okay, cool. And let's try. Still not working. Yeah, I was first try. Ew. Oh, it just started going. There's. Uh-huh. I can't control it. Like, I can't crunch it like I did the other one. There's no pressing. That's a hand wheel. Okay, we're learning together. Excellent. Giving that a pull. Slip, go through, great. And it trim stuff, why not? And check on the other side. Check on the other side. Chain stitch. Oh man, that tension looks so much better than the last machine. I think I messed that up. All right, threaded inside to outside. And all right, let's give this another go. A little test here. I still can't see where I'm going. I know you can't see either because of the angle, but I also cannot see. And then I can't just stop down. I have to hand wheel it down so I can pivot. And then we're going to keep going. Great. And pull it through. Let's go. Let's go. Let's sew. All right, we're going. I am so nervous about the speed of this thing, though. It's going so fast. So quick. It's going so quick. Oh my God. I'm such a dork. Anyway, moving on. So that was my first test. I'm feeling okay, but it sews way quicker than I thought, though I guess it's in the title, and I should have known better. All right, so we've got that pulled through. Take a look, pull that out. The chain stitch, like ending a chain stitch, is always stressful. When we've got that pulled through, I had skip stitches up there. Don't know how to fix that, but anyway, moving on. Let's give it another go with this elastic. I still can't see where I'm sewing, which is frustrating, and I have to deal with this harp or lack of harp in this machine. And I'm going to just keep struggling through, and as I'm nearing the here, I'm just hoping that it sews. Because I feel like it's a small project. This is something you don't have to pull out a big machine for, you don't want a hand to sew, so maybe this will be a good one for it. And it's not, I give up. Haha! Alright folks. Alright, now we've tried out both of these handheld sewing machines. Let's start off with what I didn't like, and then we'll end with the good, right? What can we actually use for? Sewing through the elastic is not the best idea because most sewing machines don't like sewing through elastic. Like you would need a stretch needle, you need to mess with the tension, all of that. So that was probably an ambitious task for it. But I feel like sewing patches. I feel like I should be able to change directions to sew patches on, because otherwise I could make that work. I guess there was a couple ways to do it, but I couldn't even get around the zipper. I think the strength of these machines are hemming. So if you got the short kings and queens out there who just need to hem stuff, that's what you use that for. If you need to fix the bottom of a curtain, that's what you use it for. But if you're just needing to do edges of stuff, that's its strength. That's what it's built for. So give that a go for that. For people like me who sew every day, all the time, probably not my thing. But if you're a person who has a sewing machine and they just need to do a hem and they don't want to bring out the sewing machine because it's not out all the time, that's something. If you're in a dorm room and you don't have a sewing machine at all, that's an option for your hemming. It is a very hem-centric piece. Potentially you could quilt piece on it, but that'd be difficult. A lot of these things are practice, right? If I had spent another couple hours with this, I could probably figure it out more. But I'd rather just use my sewing machine. I do have links down below if you want to check it out for yourself. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you all had a good time. Hope you learned something. Go ahead and like and subscribe for me, and I'll see you all next time.